Shom Juji Ju Poroni, to some Sonji Ganju. Ronsen Jugungan Sutunzip, Zalam Shabla Sorva, that Susan Dumerchanda Chejin Chen, Yasome Ponshiva Jelas. Same chain to the near the Donchana Tambanam Jinin Tsar the Soos. Good morning or good afternoon, good midday, good night. Now we are studying fourth chapter of the word of my perfect teacher. It's talking about the causalities, cause and effect. And it is related to the relative realities. And in the relative realities, we are living in the relative reality, and also we are relative, but reality. And everything is relative. There's nothing kind of to say substantially existent or permanent or forever or definitions. Therefore we say relative, momentary, and transitarians. And but it is reality. And yesterday we are talking about direct, valid faculties of the five faculties. It's realities. We have eye, we can see, and we can to make distinctions between yellow, green, and big, small, mountain, jungle, ocean, cloud, sun, month. And also nose faculties, tongue faculties, physical faculties. Everything is very much functionate. And also according that, we have five object desirable. We already mentioned. There looks like rainbow, hallucination, magic illusion, like echoed. But we can work with them, we can talk them, we can eat them, we can smell to them, and very much functionable. And in this perspective, how we can cooperating or to work properly, correctly. The worker means like worker is five faculties. It's the five faculties. They have five objects, and they are all the times involved with these five objects. They want, eye faculties want work with form, ear faculties want work with the sound, same as the tongue, physical body, mental, like this. But how we can to work? That questions. May we think we are working on. May we think, okay, we can work with them, no problem. Five faculties is belonging or the position or the mind. The mind is the boss of the 5 faculties. And if mind is not there, surely 5 faculties doesn't work. Mind is to spread the 5 faculties, and then they are very much functionable works. And then it's like, we can say, the boss of the mind, principle, or the mental mind. And you have worker or servers, 5 faculties. And 5 faculties alone cannot serve to the boss of the mind. Nothing. But 5 faculties work with this object in the relative point of view. And then it's like, for example, eye faculties see the nice form, and eye faculties say, hey, that form is nice. I can perform, how to say, it's like confirm to my boss of the mind, maybe mind be happy. And sending message, hey, boss, mind, there is a very nice form. And they have synchronized. It's a one mind perceived message from eye, and then mind can wake up and look at this message. Yes, there's a reflection of form. Oh yes, that's nice. And then it's like where it is. I saw something, and eye faculty say, but I made picture for send for use. Okay, I saw picture, but I never saw the realities. And then his mind is very much greeting, demand, clinging, order to the 5 faculties. Send me picture, the picture of the form, picture of the smell, picture of the taste. Nice. And then we be too precise. Maybe we can make emanation. One from mind we call the intelligent certainty guy. Or one lady, I don't know, one person coming out from the mind, say, I'm your emanation. But I have a question for you. How are you working with your under the retinues of the 5 faculties? How is the 5 faculties working with these 5 object desirables? How you have connection between you and your retinue of the 5 faculties, and 5 faculties to the object. But reality, boss, you never get fresh about the 5 objects. Sometimes the boss of the mind is angry. Yeah, I got all the time fresh. Then this certainty guys took example. He said, I went to in the pizzeria restaurant, and they outside they advertise says fresh pizza, just handmade pizza. You should come here, eat the very delicious. And whatever you can do, choice, whatever you want, any kind of pizza, lasagna, or something like that. And he said, I was very happy. I entered inside. And servers came. Sir, what would you like? I want to eat pizza. Okay. Is it fresh? Oh, yes, no problem. Okay, but I have a little diary. Can you make pizza for me, but can't put tomatoes? I will ask in the kitchens. And some cheese I cannot eat. Can you choose this cheese? I will ask to in the kitchen. And can you put a little bit more? What? And then it says, and then it's like servers went back in the kitchen and come back. Sir, what you have wished, that one is, today is not really menu like this. And they kind of already prepared. Would you like 2 orders? And then your pizza is to be in the fridge. How many days? Why you say like this? I'm just questions. And server say, actually, maybe 1 month or 2 months. Oh. And then why you are showing the fresh and what you would like? Your pizza is really fresh, but not really fresh. You know, companies already made, like same as Dharma City Pizza. And they made maybe a few months, and then it's bring to selling, and put it in the fridge, and then advertises, fresh. Exactly like this. And 5 faculties sending to the mental boss says, it's fresh for you. And then this certainty guy said this, it's not really fresh, mind. You are very stupid. You just got the leftover. It's the old ones. Huh? No. Okay. Can you go to direct to pick up the fresh pizza of the foam? No. I need between their servers. Which ones? I faculties. Oh, that's right. And I faculties got the pizza from the company of the object form companies. And maybe I faculties, maybe it's like got the freshest. Then it's like I consciousness is very clever, very fresh, a little bit tested. And then it's like, then after sending to you, but between there's, it's not many, but it's like maybe a few years. Then expired pizza said, I'm sorry, but yes. You all the time is eating expired pizza of the forms. And then smells, oh yes. Taste, oh yes, oh yes. Then the certainty guys informed to the minds. Then mind is really shocked to be serious. And then he says, I need to really to check out how it is. And then his mind has become more serious. And his mind says, thank you, certainty guy. Really, I need certainty, really precise. And if I haven't got any certainty point, then everything is confused. Seemingly, looks like everything is synchronized, working, but reality is there's something very much confusion. But the mind say, okay, now I will become more serious, same as the certainty guy. Certainty, certainty, how it is works, how it is synchronized. And if I haven't got certainty, then everything is uncertainty. Oh, yes. And why you call your name is the certainty? Yes, of course. My name is the certainty. I'm your intrinsic nature, wisdom of the certainty. If you used to me, work with me, then maybe you can too understood certainty of the what is the really object, what is the subject, how it is synchronized. Everything is become certainty. Then mind is very much interest. Okay, come, let's work together. Like this. Now we are working with certainty of the intrinsic nature, intrinsic awareness, and about the causalities. And the causality is the inevitable reality. Whatever we create a cause, definitively is maturating. And when we create causalities, very much productive. Whatever we create cause, all the times producing. And if you have a cause, a never existent cause is become the barrens. All the times produce. Or maybe it's like a cause burned, or cause is like kind of the something received, some medicine, in order to cannot to grow up. And then it's a cause, maybe is there's no any more function, power, strength. And like this, but generally causes all the times produce some effect, result. And also it's whatever result from the cause, everything is according to the cause. And therefore we are now is checking the certainty of the causalities. When we are analyze the causalities, positive causality, negative causality, and also all the result, consequence, is everything depends on the cause. And that is like our principal subject matter now. And of course, we are now is studying more, maybe predominantly, or the emphasize about negative causalities, cause. There is the 10 negative cause, like action, or it's like a doing. It's called the 10 negative action. And because it is very much negative, confusion, and also this negative comes from the negative emotion, negative mind. And then it's like there's easily to study, it's wonderful. When you are talking about the negative, I don't know. If I say it's like to study some abstract nonsense, if I say I want to study human beings, hey, certainty guys, the guy or this person say, yes, I want to study human beings. Where I can to get the human beings? Are you really sure you want to study the human beings? Oh yes, human beings. Where is the human beings? And then the certainty guy is laughing, ha, ha, ha. Why? Don't laugh with me. I want to study human beings. You know, he take examples. Some stupid persons, they put their own glasses on the forward and forgot it. And searching says, where is my glasses? Please, I lost my glasses. And then someone see the a little bit funny way. Your glasses is here. Oh, you sorry. Like this. You want to study human beings? Oh, yes. Then yourself is human beings. Really? Am I human beings? And then they argue. And like this. And when we are talking about the negatives, but what does it mean? Very much abstract now. Negative. But then it's go deeply. Then is the negative means 10 negative action is negative. If I'm killing, it's negative. Oh yes, that's right. You are a good guy, good person, you got it. If you kill, taking a life, it is negative. Why you say the negative? Because you act in negative way, negative, to make suffering to others. Because others losing their life. It's okay, others' life is they lose. Okay. And then someone's coming to you to want to say, I want to kill you. That's okay, your life is, that is not correct. Okay, if you doing some taking a life, it's not correct. It's you, if someone's taking your life, your sufferings. Exactly same also, any living creatures, you take life, there are sufferings. Then therefore we call the negative. And also you do like this, there is the consequence. Maybe when you are taking life, some may be stupid, like same as yours, mind. You do like negative things, but you looks like happy, but not really happy. It's like you do something harming others. It's kind of fluence, very much affective. You receive some consequence. And then mind is, which kind of consequence? You studied. Maybe it's like you reborn in the house. Then how you take into consequence to receive it? You should to study. You study now. There's a kind of the 4 type of to showing how to affect. You do negative things, true for use. And for example, the fully weapon effect and similarity cause, similar to the cause effect. The condition effect, proliferating effect. And you study like this, and then how is you do negative things, the consequence coming to you. Like today, the mind, you need to study. The 4th one is, it's called the proliferating. Proliferating. Don't mix it French. Yes, pros. No. Pros, no, so proliferating. Okay, very good. Proliferating effect. And this certainty guy says, you read this book, nice. Proliferating effect is that whatever your action we did, or you did, or me, I did before, you or me, we tend to repeat again and again. Do you understand mind? And then this certainty guy says, you do not understand. Mind says, yes, now I understand. Don't talk too much. But then what does it mean? Repeat again and again. That means it's the proliferating effect. Proliferating means to develop. Doing again and again. Again, and cultivate something. We tended to repeat again, something you done, and then this like become the endless, like samsaric entail or the tasks. Here is like maybe the certainty guy telling to the mind to say, if you take a life, according that effect, the proliferating effect means maybe next life you reborn in any place. That is like kind of your tendencies, maybe very much unpleasant, maybe it says fully weapon, similarity cause, conditions, like fully weapon, maybe receive ugly sufferings, maybe sick, short life, not unpleasant conditions. And then maybe also environmental, not positive environmental. Maybe all the times negative environmental. Maybe killing, stealing, and it's like kind of maybe you reborn in the family of the butcher, fishermen, hunters. Then proliferating. You passed also you are killing, and reborn again in the negative areas, you still doing negative. Then it's like you tender ones, negative things, then repeat again and again. That is the proliferator or the doer or the person. It's like similarity effect. And then it's like you do it again and again, worse and worse. There is the certainty guys telling to the mind examples. Certain guys say, once I watched one documentary. One is a very good guide, but life becomes horrible. Maybe that is the karmic effect of the proliferating. Oh yeah, what? It's really, the certainty guy said, it's really, really you should to watch these films. Okay? What happens? There was one very good guy, and he married one very good woman, and they are very happy. But one night, one burglar came, and he said, there is burglar. And he ran after this burglar run. But suddenly, he caught burgling, and in his hand, some stick. And once he beat it, burglar killed. And then he called to the police, and sorry, burglar came, but I killed. Then this police came, oh, guy, maybe not burglary, maybe you killed the guys. And no, it's a burglary, it's a really thief, and there's something to talk. Of course, he need to go to prison. But he says, like, not really, I just intentional, it's this kind of accident. It's he came to in my house, burglars, then it's accidents, no? You need to go to prisoner 3 years. But if you can to go into prisoner, everything is your behavior is good, maybe 1 year, maybe a few months you can to come back. And then he said, wife, darling, I need to go to prisoners. Then the police came, they said, yes. And then she was very much sad. And he went in the prisoner, but prisoner is atmosphere is awful. They are very strange guys, and it's like kind of someone that's very strange treat, someone that's really everywhere mark, and he's coming inside making very noise. There's the guys. And then it's eating times, it's like his food taken away, kick him, and impossible. But this guy is very brave. And then it's like one guy is like become very enemy. And during the lunch times, they fight in the prison. And then they are knocked them very much. Everywhere is blood. And then he was so much angry. And then this police said, your behavior is bad. This guy, no, I try to make peace. I try to my best, but they are very strange. They knocked me. No, your behaviors. Okay. Then he's more angry. And then next time's coming, and he's used this spoon to make the knife. And then it's like suddenly, and then they fighting, and he put in the other guys here and killed. And then his wife is come back to say, darling, what are you doing? Now it's like judge said, you need to 10 years need to stay again in the prison. And then she says, what are you doing? No, I'm doing everything. I try to gentle, to patient, but what can I do? They knocking me and they beating me. I cannot to bear that. And also accidentally I did. Now you make suffering, and now you are extended, proliferated, 10 years. And then it's like, and almost at reaching the 10 years, accidentally did, I need to again. And then it's like finally, he's almost at life in the prisoner. And everybody's concerning he's bad guy. But reality is a really good guy. And this is proliferating, like a kind of the repeated something you negative, but you don't want it, but something is all the time result again and again, doing again and again, and the situation worse and worse. This is the karmic effect. And that is like we can to example proliferating to combine like 10 negative actions, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. And this is more like generally speaking, already we are like kind of the effect of the 10 negative actions we already studied. And it's not a pleasant result, but when we are result, some we reborn, maybe, for example, in the hell. But just we don't doing nothing in that moment about the negative actions. Maybe some negative cause is exhausted, cause is like kind of the exhausted or the purified. Maybe we can to release again. But sometimes we born in the awful areas and also discording the negative actions. And then in these areas, same as these guys, there's no choice. We all the time doing negative things. Like I would to say, this is like example, but for example, we reborn in the hunting families and like kind of the butcher and fisherman and also like murder, like this sort of there is negative atmosphere. Immediately when you're born, continue to killing, stealing, doing sexual misconduct, lying, so on. Like this. This is bring on endless succession of the suffering throughout all our subsequent lives. Subsequent life, like a kind of the endless, is continually like proliferating means. And some is about our negative, if we do the negative actions, and these negative actions result and not very good areas, and then we are like kind of continue doing repeat again, negative, and then it's like negative. For example, we can say, you kill a reborn in the like a wolf, or it's like a hawk, so on. And then it's this life also killing to others. Who next life like this? Like a kind of endless succession of the sufferings throughout all our like kind of subsequent life, times again. This kind of thought is coming. Certainty guy said is, hey, do you understand mind? Now let's work to stop the negative things. Yes, mind says, yes, that's right. I understood now. So, okay. But he ordered through the 5 faculties, say, do some negative things. Our negative action proliferated yet further and cause us to wander endless in samsara. And first we did some poor and unpleasant action of the negative things. These negative actions proliferated, making rebirth again and again, doer of the negative actions. Then it's like a further and also cause to make the wandering endless in the samsara. And that is it is the truth. And this is the kind of the realities. Believe or not believe, Buddhist or not Buddhist, it doesn't matter. Rich or poor, man or woman, you won't accept or not want accept. Sorry, it is reality. Like this. You don't want or don't want. I make a joke. One of my cousins is living in Switzerland. And she says, I don't want to reborn again in the human existence. Oh, very good girl. That's wonderful decide. And how you can to decide? I decide this. Okay, that is wonderful. Do you have the methods? I decide this. If you decided, you don't need to reborn again in human existence. No, I don't want. Okay, that's good. But, today is you give me nice food, nice weather, nice house, everything's fantastic. I don't want to go to tomorrow. She said, how? I decided. She said, you can't decide. That exactly to you also. You cannot to choice. You need to go. Maybe you want or don't want. It very much depends what you are doing right now. If like a kind of accept the Buddha's teachings, if you find some methods in order to stop the reborn in the samsara, can you tell me? I want to study. I want to also decide, but I cannot. It's like kind of the sun is in the morning in the east, in the evening in the west. But I want to say, no, please, I want to stop. I decide. It's possible? No, this is nature's. Exactly. Also our birth, causality is nature like this. And then it's like you need to take it care. But yesterday I'm saying it's like very strange ways. That is better. If you don't want to take care, you say, I don't care. It's okay. Very sorry. But what can we do? But if someone's generous and the lady quite precise, doing good to yourself, really taking care of them, those negative actions and those positive actions. And this, quoting this, we have happy and sorrow, sorrow, happy, sorrow. Happy you want it, I want it, everybody want it. Believed person also want happy, no believer person want happy. Buddhist people want happy, no Buddhist people want happy. Everybody is a similarity, all the sentient beings. It doesn't matter you are insect, or doesn't matter you are fish, doesn't matter you are bird, it doesn't matter any kind of the creatures. They want happiness, but nobody doesn't want sufferings. And then to think about the cause. Okay, like this. If you don't want to end the wandering endlessly in samsara, need to stop 10 negative action. If you stop the 10 negative actions, your individual samsara has completely disappeared. Give you guarantee. And then it's like afterwards you disappeared. No, you have got again beauty for your land appearances. Then it's a wonderful, inner your faculties is become intelligent, like same as the certainty wisdoms. And also object of the 5 desirables, so pleasant. They don't disturb to each other and synchronize very well. They have thus each certainties, understand that. Like then it's like no confuse, then no sufferings. No kind of the ignorant, then no sufferings. Like this. Like this. This is like a kind of, we studied already 10 negative actions. Proliferating affection is like this. and you studied very well. I'm very happy. And then do you have some questions about the 10 negative actions? If there's some not clearly, you can to ask. If everything is clearly, then we are going to study the second chapter, second part of very good things. Posed. Can I go next station? Okay, one question there is.
Thank you, Rinpoche. We had one question from yesterday from Kali saying, I think fear is a negative emotion.
Beer.
Fear.
Okay.
Because it's possible to kill under the effect of fear. Isn't fear an emotion which comes from the root emotion of aversion?
Not only version. Fear is not very good, but I'm not sure. If I have fear, do I have some negative things? If I'm fear, of course, you relate to the fear, your disattachment, and aversion, ignorant, jealousy, arrogant, so on. Then is of course it's not fear. Fear connected to these disturbing emotions. Then fear is become the disturbing emotion. Then you can kill. But fear itself, okay, I'm fear, afraid, and which kind of the making the problems? Fear. You just say it's like certainly someone is fears coming and you kill it. And this is kind of very much mentality of the modern psychological new age ideas. But it's you can't add like kind of new number of the negative. Generally, we have there's 5 negative poisons. Now or 6, or now 7 negative poison of the fears. I'm really sorry, but it's maybe it's of course if related to the the working with negative action, negative like thoughts, then is maybe the. If for example, if I have here, it's okay, nobody's here. I'm a little bit fear. But this fears, okay? I don't want to say nothing to the killing. Of course, if you have like kind of the fear you working with, like for example, if I fear because maybe I lose this one, and then I have my fear related to the desire, attachment, clingings, and then it's not fear. It's like kind of the you created. For example, if I'm here, is nobody's here, I have a little bit of fear. Maybe like a scaring a little bit, but which kind of that negative? Which kind of to make the effect? Or maybe says like a kind of I want to make more security. Okay, good. And it can make the killing. It can. I'm not sure. This feeling itself is a fear. Which kind of to make the consequence? Maybe we can to study it in these times, the 10 negative actions. The inside is the I think maybe first pattern, but he forgot it. Okay, that is, then no question, yes? Okay. And now it's the positive action to be the adopters. And that is also very, very nice, but this is easily to understand. And what easy to understand? Because it's like if you stop the 10 negative actions, then it's become the 10 positive actions. This one we need to adopt. We need to adopt, to acknowledge, and very, very important. For example, adopt means maybe generally you are not very much caring to killing things. Now you studied the beings, living creatures' life is really very important. You took yourself example, and then you understand others also sufferings, others beings they carry about their life. And then you like study like this, then you really to taking care. And like you are completely different than before. And you changed. And before maybe it's like you killing or disturbing to the others, not much caring, Hey, it's okay. And it's like a kind of maybe you say to disturb to the humans to human, oh, we can't do that. This is like our society, it's human beings. Maybe think of the part of the God, or maybe it's like very important. But the animals are just okay, no problems. But the lack of the understanding the other situations like this. But also sometimes in the human beings, someone's to disturb to the others. They are very capable and skillful, and they want. And when they are like kind of the disturbing to even the other human beings' life, and they're very happy. But then it's you give education same as before to yourself, you yourself taking care very much, and your life. And then why you do not think about to the other's life? Very stupid, very foolish, very much kind of the selfish. Because you taking care of your life very much, each moment, I'm saying it's negative emotion of the fear. Maybe I'm going to die. I'm going to sick. Maybe someone's kill me. Maybe it's like this all the time, fear, okay? You need to protect yourself to each moment. And this morning, maybe I'm a little bit kind of hears someone's battered. Maybe it's dangerous. Where is the disinfection medicines? And like each moment, we are like caring things. But we disturb to the other's life. No, that is really foolish. And therefore, it is like now you understand the 10 negative actions. It's really negative. You become the gentle, compassionate, and it's a really like kind of the knowledgeable person. Or it's like you have such nice notion and other situations. Then you stopped, like a kind of the killing. And then you stopped the killing, and wonderful, that is the perfect positive. Then you like kind of adopted and these actions and to stop. And also you abandoned to killing things. Adopt to stop. I don't want to continue. Adopt means also it's like to more kind to others. And also it's like to more try to save others' life as much as, of course, 1 day, 2 days, like this. For example, it's like we look at our human beings. Maybe someone's got the cancer, maybe sick, maybe it's like almost uncurable. But they like kind of the doctors, hospitals to say, sorry, maybe your life few months, maybe few weeks. And then it's like, would you like to take the therapy, these chemotherapies or strong medicines? They say, yes, I want. And this maybe it's okay. If you don't take this medicine, maybe it's like you can to stay 1 month, and maybe 1 day, and maybe it's like a kind of the 1 month, or I don't know, 1 day. And if you take this therapist, maybe 1 day is you can to extend. Maybe you are not that. Oh yes, I want. But when you take this medicine, chemotherapy, it's more worse to make problem. But we put hope. If luckily sometimes it can cure, it's many people happened. But someone is you taking this very strong medicine, it's more worse and not really extend life. And then there is like, it's quickly die like this. And 1 day, 1 hour, 1 second, if we extended life, how much we are happy. And therefore, if we stop to the killing and to saved. Maybe it's like a forever saved, of course, impossible. Everybody is impermanent, but maybe you can save 1 hour, maybe 1 day, 1 month, and like this. And Patrul Rinpoche was once in the nomad place, and he was very secretly there. And first, like this nomad families, and one guest came. It looks like a monk. It looks like a very beggar, humble, and he liked very much yogurt, and like this. Then he begging to them families to stay there 1 or 2 days. He's traveling. This is okay. 1 day, 2 days. And the particularly mother said, "It's a good guy, and you can to stay there." And he early morning to get up, take out the yak nyoa and the joa, and then it's like take out the yaks in the mountain, bring back, and like this. He stayed there quite a long time. And 1 day, and the mother said this, she did, and here's 1 louse. And she took out like this, hey, doctors, her daughter, can you this one to put some in the without death place? Like that means she put some in some place that maybe wild can, and she said like deathless place. And then this is moms, and she said, yes, beggar. Also, can you put me some in the deathless place? And she was very angry. This kind of monk, they are like criticized. My meaning is just wild to save, like this. Forever, like a deathless place is not existent, but sometimes we released, It's like a safe animals. And maybe it's like some in Asia, some Buddhist peoples release the fish, birds, like animals. Of course, some negative persons, you release fish here, and a little bit few miles, all the fish, they catching back. But then if someone says, what can we do? Maybe it's useless, the money saved. Of course, sometimes it's true, but maybe it's like the fish in the living in the square, fish square, and very much no oxygen sufferings, and bring to put in the water, maybe few hours, they can enjoy. That is also they can receive kind of the happiness. And it's like a kind of, we can take example ourselves. When you are headache very much, you say, and someone give you and the headache medicines, it's certain, So wonderful. Thank you very much. Now it's like headaches are gone. Small like this kind of is someone's released to help. And just like a short periods. It's a wonderful. It's a virtue. You make happy. How much we are searching happiness. 1 second, 2 seconds. Sometimes we're searching for the maybe few seconds happiness. How much we put effort. Ugly way, and forgot the shame, forgot it embarrassed, forgot it everything, and to looking for the maybe few second happiness. And like this also it's like how much we are supposed to. It's just to release it. You stop like candle killing, and to release is maybe like few. In the historically, when we look at some films, I'm often and look, someone is like catch someone, person, of course, country law, and then they are like received death punishment, and then it's like almost like the hanging or killing times, someone's like kind of the released, saved. Then it's like even it's a watcher of the wonderful. And of course, it is like this person is, maybe this person is impermanent, this person's going to die, but that moment saved. Maybe that moment saved, maybe come back a few hours, maybe die. Also few hours, there's quiet, peace. Oh, you saved me, happy. Maybe few days, maybe many years, continue to stay. Then often to say, you saved me, thank you. Exactly like this. If we can to try to save to some animal living beings, wonderful. This is the kind of the positive actions to stop and the killing and to save to as much 1 day, 2 days, forever. Then you need to teach to the sentient beings, and you give such a present of the enlightenment. Then it's really you give them forever happiness. That's wonderful. Okay, we can just stop 5 minutes, the half an hour, doing tea.